Good evening, everyone. Just wait for a few people to join. Tonight I'm bringing you a workshop using singing techniques. Introduce myself first. My name is Katie and I'm not a singing teacher. That's not what I do for a living. I am a teacher, but I'm not a singing teacher. But I have spent most of my adult life and childhood being trained as a singer. I trained at the University of Leeds and the Sorbonne in Paris to be a singer, basically. And I used to run a choir in Redbourne, Village Voices, which I'm sure lots of you were either in, if you're watching, or might have heard of. So what I'm going to be doing this evening is teaching you some singing techniques, from posture to breathing, some simple vocal exercises that you can do to help with your vocal stability, to help with your mindset, and some singing exercises at the end that help with the brain and singing at the same time. So you don't need any equipment. What I suggested yesterday, hi to Ivan who's just commented, what you might want to do is stand in front of a mirror so that you can see yourself, which is quite important for the posture and the breathing exercises that we're going to do. And other than that, you might just want to have a drink of water close by just in case. So I'm going to start off just by talking about vocal health, because that's the most important thing with singing, or just as someone that talks all day for a living, it is the number one thing. So in terms of keeping your voice healthy, the main thing is to keep it hydrated, so drinking, enough water throughout the day, to make sure that you're not straining your voice, so shouting, screaming. I know it's easier said than done. And the same with any muscle. Your voice is a muscle. You need to use it to make it stronger. And the same goes with muscles. If it hurts, don't sing through it. It might feel tired at points, in which case it's probably best to rest it, just as we would with any muscle. But if it's painful, then definitely, stop singing. Give it some rest, and if that continues, then maybe get it, checked out. But hopefully no one's got any painful voices going on. So we're going to kick off with our posture for when we're singing. So whether you're standing or whether you're sitting, standing is always a better position for singing because it opens up the body. So we want to be standing with our feet about hip width apart, our head up. You want to imagine that there's a line coming out the back of your head, a string that's pulling it up. Chin in kind of a neutral position. You don't want it down like this, that's going to squish the vocal cords, or up like this where it's stretched. So a nice neutral position for the head, shoulders back and down, and make sure you keep your knees soft. You don't want to lock your knees back. My knees have a tendency to lock, and I have to think quite carefully about keeping them soft, just so you can bounce easily. So maybe stand there, see if you can do that. Keep yourself slightly loose, shoulders back and down. You don't want to feel any tension across your chest or across your body. You want to be nice and comfortable. If you're sitting, then just make sure you're sat up straight with your both feet flat on the floor, and again, shoulders back and down, chin in a nice neutral position, with no tension anywhere in your body. So this is where I said a mirror is really useful, because you can often check your posture, especially at the moment when lots of us are working from home. I know I'm hunched over a laptop for most of the day, and it really does, do damage to my back and my posture. So maybe turn side on in your mirror, check that your shoulders are back and down, and that you're standing up nice and straight with your head up aligned. So the next most important thing, this is the number one thing for singing. It's not the voice, it is the breath. So similarly to those of you who've done any of the yoga workshops, or I think there's going to be one on breathing techniques, breathing is fundamental for singing. So what I want you to do is look in the mirror and just take a few breaths as normal, and just look at what your body does. So for a lot of you, what you might have seen is your shoulders moving. Now that means you're breathing high. It's called shallow breathing. So if you're breathing into your chest, if when you breathe it looks like this, that's shallow breathing. It sounds shallow. I can feel it shallow in my chest, and that's bringing lots of tension into my chest. So when you're breathing, you want to try and breathe into your diaphragm, into your tummy down here. So you want to imagine that there's a big balloon right in your tummy, and as you breathe in, the balloon is going to inflate, and as you breathe out, the balloon is going to deflate. So have a go at thinking, imagining that balloon. It takes some practice this if it's not how you breathe. If you're a regular yoga, Pilates goer, singer, then you'll be used to this, but it does feel quite strange when you first do it. So put your hands on your tummy. Your diaphragm's kind of just around here, but you'll feel your tummy expand. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out. And as you keep breathing, again, keep note on your shoulders. Make sure that those shoulders aren't coming up and down as you're breathing in. You can turn to the side and see your stomach expanding. And that, I've lost connection, there we go, I'm back. That diaphragm breathing is the absolute fundamental for singing. So if that's something you struggle with, a really good thing to do is to lie yourself flat on the ground, pop a book or something on your tummy, and try as you breathe to lift that book up, make that book rise and fall, and that's a really good way. If you're struggling to think about how am I using this diaphragm, how do I get that activated, the best thing to do to feel that diaphragm working is to cough or to shout something, not shout, but say loudly something like "ha," and you'll feel your diaphragm contracting. So put your hands onto your tummy at the front and either do a cough or a "ha" sound, H-A, and feel your diaphragm should kind of contract. You should feel your tummy pulling in. So "ha." And hopefully if I move to the side so you can see, you should see my kind of stomach contracting. "Ha." And it's the same when you cough, it's that same movement. If you push your heart out, I'm sorry if it keeps disconnecting, hopefully my signal lasts for the rest of this. Hi Julia, who's just said hello. So we're going to do a few breathing exercises to start off with. So we're going to start off with by imagining that we have a candle. Our finger is a candle. If you're really brave, you could light a candle if you wanted to. I'm not taking any responsibility for any fires, but if you want to, you can. So imagine that your finger is a candle, and when you breathe out, you want to imagine that you're flickering the flame, but you don't want to blow it out. So it's going to be a steady stream of air, not too much pressure, but not too little. So enough to flicker that imaginary flame, but not blow it out. So what we're going to do, we're going to breathe in for 4, expanding our tummies, expanding our diaphragms. Then we're going to breathe out on a steady stream, just for as long as we can go before the breath runs out. Okay, so we're going to go in and out. Now, as you are breathing out, hopefully you could feel a steady stream on the end of your finger. When you get to the end of your breath, if you can start to feel your chest collapsing, so sometimes when you get to the end, you end up going and your chest will collapse. That's where you've used too much breath. You need to stop before then so that you don't have that kind of empty feeling. As you're breathing out, you should hopefully feel that your stomach is slowly bringing itself in, like that balloon deflating. So we'll do that one more time. So we're going to breathe in for 4. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and blow. Excellent. So now that we've got that steady breath going, we're going to try and breathe out on a different sound. So we're going to use a sh sound, an SH sound. You won't be able to feel it on your finger because the breath is being directed in a different way. But again, you want a nice steady sh. You don't want to push it all out at once and have a sh, or for it to fizzle out at the end. So as soon as you feel that loss of pressure, stop. So again, we're going to breathe in for 4, and then we're going to breathe out on a sh. Again, put your hands on your tummy so you can feel it. So we're going to breathe in. And I stopped there when I started to feel that I was going to have to use my chest to push anything else out. So again, don't overstrain that breath. I'm going to do it again on the sh. Think about your steady flow. Try not to make it go heavy and soft and heavy and soft. Try and keep a nice steady sh the whole way through. So we're going to go in, good. So hopefully you've now taken some deep breaths. If at any point you start to feel dizzy because you're not used to kind of deep breathing, then please just take a sit down, take a moment to breathe normally. So after we've done our sh, we're going to try and do that on a hum. Now, when you're humming, just hum quickly for me now. See how you would naturally hum. And think about, if you open your mouth, does the sound of that hum change? I'm going to show that to you now. So if I did... hopefully you should hear that the sound is exactly the same. If when you do it, your hum changes sound, so that means you're kind of pushing your breath too far forward. So think of it more as a than a try not to breathe onto it. So again, we're going to hum, we're going to take a deep breath in for 4, expand our balloons, and then we're going to breathe out on a hum on whichever note you want to. And keep that going for as long as you can until your breath runs out, and don't strain at the end. So we're going to go in. And you'll probably notice you can hold that hum a lot longer than you can your sh or your straight blowout. And that's simply because there's less places for the air to go, and it's a more controlled use of the breath. And singing is all about controlled use of the breath. So do that one more time. Maybe try a different note, maybe higher or lower. So again, we're going to breathe in. And at the end, you might hear it wavering. So if you start hearing it go, then that might mean you're running out of breath and you need to pause and take a new breath. So one more thing for our breathing, and to make sure that our diaphragm is going, there are 2 exercises that I think are really good that give you enough breath. One of them is a rolled R, which I know not everyone can do. And the other one, very similar, is a sound. Now, if you can keep that sound going, then your breath is steady. You're giving enough breath pressure for the sound to come out. If the brr or the rolled R stops, that means the pressure of your breath has reduced as well. So when you're singing, that's when you'll start to have kind of a breathy sounding voice, or you'll struggle to kind of hold a note. So we're going to do a brrr to start off with, just on any note. And I want you to see if you can keep that brrr going and how long for. Sometimes you'll notice you might be able to stop it and start it again, and you can start to tell how your breath is working. So again, we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to go on a brrr. So ready, breathing in. Now, hopefully I was looking silly enough for all of us there, but you might have noticed as you were doing it, it was hard to keep that going. And that means you need to give a bit more support with your diaphragm. So you'll notice if you kind of tense your diaphragm, tense your stomach muscles, that will give you more support, more air to go through. So let's try it again. So we're going to go in for 4 and then breathe out on a ready, and in, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. And another way to do it, if you can roll your R, the rolled R is a brilliant technique to practice, because the way when you roll your R, it means your vocal cords are relaxed. So you can sing a note, but your breath is focused and your vocal cords are in the right place. So if I go, I can't feel any tension in my throat, which is the best way for singing. So if you can roll your R, try. If you can't, then give it a go. Often when we can't roll our R's, a lot of it's to do with not generating enough of that breath pressure. So let's give a rolled R a go. If you really can't roll your R, then just do the brr, okay? But do it on a note rather than just brr. So brr, okay? So we're gonna roll our R's. Ready, and breathe in. Good. So I would say that rolled R one is my number one kind of breathing warm up after I've kind of taken my deep breaths and done a shh, because it helps. And that then moves on to kind of general vocal warm ups. I would always suggest a siren type thing, where you're going, and on the rolled R is the best way to do it. That means you're not going to strain your vocal cords, because sometimes when we go, woo, you can feel the tension and you kind of push it too far. Whereas that rolled R, it's really hard to push it too far. So we're going to go some sirens on a rrr. Again, the same thing with the brrr. If you can't do a rolled R, do it that way. Okay, so we're going to siren from our lowest all the way up to our highest. Oh, see, my breath stopped, so my R stopped. That's a good way to see whether your breath is still going. Okay, I've seen some comments. Your husband's face. I'm sure it's just as funny as my face at the moment. So we're going to try again. So we're going to do a siren. We'll go up and down twice with our R or our brr. We're going to go. And like I said, that rolled R is my favourite for warming the voice up. It's also a really good thing if you want to try and extend your range. So either sing a little bit higher or sing a little bit lower. Those rolled R exercises, sirens, are really good to kind of try and extend the range, strengthen the voice without overstraining, without pushing it too far. So we've done our breathing. I'm just going to check the time quickly. Good, we're on about, the time flies quickly, doesn't it? So we're going to do some singing exercises, and what we're going to focus on today is recognising the break in your voice. So everyone's voice has natural breaks. Men and women and different voice types will have their break in a different place. So that's when you move from your chest voice into your head voice. Men sometimes moving into your falsetto voice. And for everyone it's different. I'm a soprano, so I sing quite high, so my break is quite low. I can't sing that high in my chest voice. I go into my head voice naturally. Whereas you'll hear kind of musical theatre singers or belters or people, I know popular singers that can belt really, really high in their chest voice without needing to go into their head voice. Unfortunately, I have I'm glad he's enjoying it, Rachel. I can't belt, that's just not the way I sing, but lots of people can. So we're going to do some exercises to help you recognise the break in your voice. So very simply, we're just going to sing 5 notes, a 5-note scale. You can choose any vowel, and in fact I'd recommend you try it on different vowel sounds, because your break can sound different or more noticeable on different vowels. So we're going to start on an R, and I'm going to go up a semitone each time. So we're going to start on and at the moment I can hear that's all in my chest voice. It's quite low for me. So we're going to start with that and go up each time. I'm going to stop when I can hear my break and then just talk you through what that break sounds like. I hope you heard on that last note, I flipped into my head voice. So that's my natural break. Do that one more time. Now you can hear a flip there. You can, when you train and train, you can blend that sound a bit better. So we could go ah, then as you move up, ah, you can hear quite a clear break in my voice. Now for some people, your break will be really, really obvious. Often for beginner singers, if you're going into your head voice, it will sound quite breathy when you go into it. So it might sound like ah, and that's because it needs more breath. So you need to give it more support from your diaphragm in order to carry the sound through. So ah, heard my break really badly there. I've been talking all day, so my voice is a bit tired. Now for my voice, I've got kind of an iffy range where it's a little bit weaker when I first go into my head voice. And then as I go up higher, it gets stronger again. And everyone's voice will have a different range where you are strongest. So we're going to sing through those, and I want you to try and just listen, feel, where does your voice sound strongest? As we push up, does it get stronger? I know some of you are soprano, so it'll get stronger as you go up. This is a way to help tell your voice type, whether you're more comfortable in the upper ranges or the lower ranges. So we're going to keep singing that, and we're just going to go up a semitone each time. So we're going to start on ah, 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 so you can hear now I'm entirely in my chest voice, head voice, sorry. I should say the whole time here, remember to keep your breathing, keep your diaphragm inflating and deflating, and keep your body soft. You might notice when you're changing your voice, try not to go ah, try to keep your jaw nice and soft. Ah, and you can hear this is where my voice starts to get stronger. For some of you, this is where you have to drop out, or you might have already dropped out if you're a man. But for me, and I know certainly some of you that are watching have very high voices. Rachel, I'm looking at you. So we'll go for a few more. And I'll stop there. So hopefully if you repeat those exercises and you notice where your break is, you'll know where to give yourself more support. And if you keep practicing, it's a very, very simple exercise, keep practicing it, and you'll strengthen that change in your voice, because where the break is our weakest vocal point. So a couple of others to help with that is some arpeggio type things. So we can go ah, 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 and that's going to help us bridge that gap quicker. Or we can take it into a full octave arpeggio, where we're going to go ah. Yeah, see, Gemma, lots of people find, they might think, oh, I can't sing in my chest voice, and then they suddenly go into their head voice and it's better. Means you're probably a natural soprano. Oh, hi Holly, glad you're enjoying it. So those are some exercises to help recognise where your break is, help strengthen that break so you've got a smoother transition, and also to discover where your voice feels it's most comfortable. We're going to do a couple more things before we end. So this is, you're going to have to use your brain. So it's kind of a bit of a fun activity. Those of you who were in my choir, you hopefully know these. Basically, you need to be able to count and sing at the same time. So the highest you'll need to count to is 8, so I'm hoping everyone's going to be okay with that. And all you need to remember is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So basically we're putting a note on each note of the scale. If you're really clever and your brain works much better than mine, you could put it with do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But unfortunately my brain does not work that well this evening. So what we're going to do, we'll do it slowly. We're going to build it up. So we're using those 8 notes of the scale, and we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to build it up like that. We go all the way up to 8, and then I'll tell you how we're going to reverse it. This really helps you to think about your pitching and hitting the note dead on. So we're going to go up, we'll do it slowly, and then maybe we'll do it really fast at the end. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that was definitely a test on counting for me with my fingers. You might have noticed some of those notes are harder than others. I definitely find the 6 and the 7, to pitch those and remember where you're going and come back down, are the harder ones. When we go all the way up to 8, it makes it easier for us. We can then go backwards. So we can start on 8. We can go 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is harder because it's harder to pitch and you have to remember it. So we'll keep going down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So going down is harder because your voice naturally wants to go down to the key note, the one at the bottom, but you have to keep going back up. So we're going to make that a little bit harder, just for you to have fun at home. We're going to make it a bit faster, and we're going to miss out number 3. Instead of number 3, we're going to have a pause, okay? So it will sound like this. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, okay? Hopefully lots of you at home are like, ah! I've practiced this a lot, so it will go wrong, promise me. I promise you, rather, it will go wrong, but just give it a go, okay? So we're going to miss out number 3. I will probably go wrong. You could even clap if you want to, but I'm also not that coordinated to clap and think at the same time. So we'll start on 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Now I have no idea if I missed something out there, but hopefully your brain was hurting at home whilst you were trying to do that. If you want to carry on with this, you can keep going, you can add different things. So I know people that put a clap in instead of the 6, or you can do a stamp instead of the 7, and make it as complicated as you want it to be, depending on how strong your brain is. So quick check of the time, we've got time. We'll do one more thing. And again, this is another brain exercise, another counting exercise, but this time you only have to count to 5, but it's harder. I would 100% suggest you use your hand for this one and use it to count to 5. So I'll do it really slowly for you. All we're doing is counting to 5 on a tune. And the tune is da 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 da. So I'll sing that tune for you again. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. But we're going to put the numbers to it. So we'll do it really slow to start off with. Do it with me. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You'll see why you need to count. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're back to the beginning. So the more you practice that, the quicker you'll be able to get, until eventually you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and so on and so forth. So we are out of time. That is going to be the end of the session for today, but hopefully you found some good breathing exercises, some techniques to help you expand your range, or strengthen that break in your voice, or find out which section of your voice you're most comfortable in, so that maybe you can then go and find songs to sing that are more comfortable in your vocal range. If you found you like singing up high, maybe go and try some Kate Bush. If you find you like singing down low, go and try some Adele. And let me know. This video will be saved to the page, so you can come back and watch it. If you want to recap on those exercises, you can go back and practice them. Thank you all for coming. It was really fun. Oh, hi Bella. Oh, I've lost my train of thought. So I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck practicing, and keep singing. Bring back Village Voices. Maybe when I don't have a job, I've got some free time. Bye everyone, hope you enjoyed it, and good luck singing.